I don't, am I the only one tripping out that this guy said he hates America? Now, when it comes to slavery and Jim Crow and them burning down Black Wall Street and the lynchings and the black codes and the police brutality, I've never said I hated America. Now, it's going to get a little dark in here. Okay, it's going to get a little dark. Let's go ahead and change. I won't change the color here. Boom. Let's go ahead and change it to a purple. I promise my daughters I will use a purplish color for the background. So, somebody tell me, who the hell is this Nick Fuentes? Okay, Nick Fuentes. I've heard his name here and there. I never really cared too much to figure out who this is. I've seen clips of him here and there, but if anybody takes him serious, you have to be racist. Like, if anybody literally listens to this guy and say, he is somebody I can see myself being friends with, okay? Or if you find yourself having the same points of views as him, you might be racist. I think there is a bar, there's a limit, and you can compare yourself to those people and be like, okay, am I racist? And if you're like here, like, okay, I'm cool. But if you find yourself here or even higher, you might be racist. You might want to take that test. So let's go ahead and listen to what Nick Fuentes, and he's a Republican, so you know you got to add that into what he's about to say. And he literally said the stuff that you're not supposed to say out loud. You know, the stuff that you only tell your friends, you know, yourself when you're brushing your teeth in the shower, but you don't say it out loud. I mean, because then it gets awkward. It gets real awkward really quick. So let's go ahead and see what the hell he talking about.
And so after 2020, I said, you know what? This just goes to show what we're up against. It reminds us that it really is us and Trump against everybody else. It's not us, the Republicans. It's not us, the conservatives. It's we, the people, the voters, that the 74 million people that voted for Trump, and that's it. And then in the last 2 months, they said, oh, look, the polls flipped again.
Okay. First off. When he said, what, the 74 million people who voted for Trump? No. I know people who voted for Trump, and they're not crazy like you, okay? They're not racist pieces of shit like you. Most of the people, majority, I want to believe, voted for Trump because they honestly believed that he would at least do something different and benefit regular working people. That's what I believe. Now, the small percentage of that, you know, 10%, probably full-blown racist, because Trump was utilizing racist tactics, and, you know, and he attracted those kind of people, hence this guy. But I think majority of the people who voted for Trump just wanted something different, and they just hoped and prayed this was their last attempt to have somebody make some sort of difference. And I understand that. I get it. You know what I'm saying? You just tired of the status quo. You're tired of the same old bull. You want some instant change. And if it takes a crazy person from an Apprentice show to make that happen, well, damn it, you voting for the celebrity guy. You know what I'm saying? That's what. So he's literally trying to equate him and his racist bunch of, you know, lunatics with all the Republican voters. That's weird. You know, I don't see nobody like Matt Walsh or them denouncing this guy, but you know, maybe I missed that video. Maybe I missed it.
And now Republicans are back on top. Turns out it's not a big deal. Well, that was wrong, because all the people that were charged up about abortion did early voting.
Well, I wonder why.
Represented in the polls.
I wonder why.
So the abortion effect was felt just early. It wasn't felt on election.
Who caused this abortion effect? Did it just happen out of thin air? Did it just like, you know, people woke up one morning and just felt a sense, a tingle, like, man, I think my abortion rights are taken away? No, your party did it. They thought it was smart enough. They thought that was a smart tactic to get people to vote for them. Once again, these are people who are out of touch with people, obviously, because it didn't work. So whoever they're getting their stats and their information from, they're wrong. So he's trying to make it seem like, and this abortion thing kind of just, you know, just messed up everything. You know, was like your party did that on the purpose. On the purpose. It was a bad move. Yeah, you bobbed right when you should have bobbed left and you got hit. So don't blame it on nobody else but yourself.
Day, but it was felt in the early voting. So that was a big L, and that sucks. But it is what it is.
Okay, so you say, why should Matt Walsh talk about Nick Fuentes if most Democrats ignore the awful past of Joe Biden and still vote for him? And it's just like I said, well, one, this Nick Fuentes guy is bunching all Republicans who voted for Trump feel like he feels. So if I'm a YouTuber with 2-3 million subscribers and I see this racist piece of saying that, you know, all Democrats hate white people, and I'm assuming this Nick Fuentes has a large following. He doesn't have like 200 subscribers like me. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he has a large following. And like I said, I've heard of him before. I would do my best to be like, you know what? This crazy guy might hate all white people, but not me. I'm distancing myself from him. Literally distancing myself from him. That's how you do that. Because I'm pretty sure Matt Walsh knows who this guy is. And then you say, if most Democrats ignore the awful passage, who ignored that? I didn't ignore it. And what's his name? Bernie Sanders didn't ignore it. When they were doing their debates, that was like the main thing people were attacking Joe Biden on. But like I said, the same thing with Trump. People voted for Joe Biden not because of his past, but they were just hoping he would do something on accident for them. On accident. Like, we know he was soft as butter, no spine, no energy. We know that. We knew that. But we were just hoping he would do something on accident for us. You know, if we push him hard enough, he might do something on that. That's why I voted for him. Not because he's a great guy and he loves me. Like, no, not at all. I wanted Bernie Sanders, but we got Joe Biden. It's like, maybe he might do something. And he's, yeah, you know, I give him like a C minus for effort. But that's the reason why we voted for him. Just like people voted for Trump because they just wanted something different and hoped that he would make a change. That's why.
It is. That's a pendulum. And you got to recognize the fact that this is a godless country.
Oh, it's a godless country.
It's immoral.
Did he just say he hates America? He literally said he hates America. How come nobody is canceling him? How come all these Republicans who are, you know, patriots first and love the flag and, you know, like, we're just soldiers for the American people? Like, no, I don't. Am I the only one tripping out that this guy said he hates America? Now, when it comes to slavery and Jim Crow and them burning down Black Wall Street and in the lynchings, in the black codes, in the police brutality, I've never said I hated America. Never said I hated America. But this guy, his party loses, and he said he hates him. Bro, come on. Come on, but I guess if you got the skin, you can pretend anything you want, you know? But if a black person or a non-white person says, I hate America, America is a godless country. It's a godless country. I guarantee you, my channel would get shut down. It would get flooded with hate comments. I talked about reparations and people were coming at me like I done said something about their mama. You know what I'm saying? So let me, as a black man say I hate America, and it's a godless country like this man did, I guarantee you it's not. I'm not going to get more subscribers, and if I do, it's from the wrong people. But it's just crazy to me. Come on, you hate America.
It's wrong. It's heinous. It's evil.
It's evil.
But this is an evil country. And this country will surprise you with how evil it is. And that's why you got to get this out of your head. It doesn't surprise me. Some silent majority cavalry that's going to come out of the woods and save us at the last minute. It's not. When we meet the left on the battlefield and they outnumber us like 5-1, that's it. People think we're going to start getting cut down, and then at the last minute they're going to blow the Volkish horn, and the silent majority is going to come running in from the flanks.
Why is he making it sound like it's a literally war? A literal, why? Like, oh, we're going to be outnumbered, 1-5, and they're going to start cutting us. What are you talking about? It's not a physical battle. It's an intelligence battle. It's a mental battle. Just be smart with the legislation. Just be smart with your campaigning. Just be smart when it comes to regular working people, and you will win. You will win. And if you don't win, people are going to love you, like Bernie Sanders. He hasn't won, but man, if he was given a fair shot, he'd win all the time. So what is he talking about? It's not a battle of how many, like, no, just be smart. Stop being a dummy. But I think he's just stuck on stupid. That's what he is. He's just stuck on stupid. And if anybody, like I said, agrees with him with just virtually anything, you're stuck on a stupid too. You're stuck on stupid.
On horses, and they're just going to start cutting up. It's not going to happen.
Like, you're an idiot.
We are in the minority. There are not as many of us as there are of them. If they all had to vote, if you forced every man and woman in America to vote, there would be more of them than us by a lot.
Why do you think with that ugly face, why do you think that? Just give it some thought. Give it 10 minutes to just marinate it in your garbage of a brain. Just give it some thought. Why? If everybody in America was forced to vote, it's not going to be enough of you. Smaller than you think. Why is that? Why is that?
That's why they win the popular vote. That's why they win the House. That's why it is the way it is. And I hate to burst anybody's bubble, but there is simply no evidence that there is a silent majority.
It's not, because you're talking too much.
There are too many non-white people in the country, frankly, for that to be the case. The country's 40% non-white, and like 80% of them are liberal, okay? And out of the white people, it's like 60-40. So you got 40% of 60% that are liberal and 80% of 40%. You do the math. I'm done with the math. I tried it earlier. It didn't work. You do the math on that. There's not enough of us, okay? Now, that's not a total black pill because this isn't a democracy, and we don't want it to be.
Oh, wait. Repeat that.
Because this isn't a democracy, and we don't want it to be.
Oh, you don't want it to be a democracy. Bro, why does he still even have a YouTube? Why is he even relevant on any level? How come we're not all canceling this guy? How come he's not being excommunicated out of America? Bro, come on.
So it's not the end. There are other ways, and I can elaborate on that later if people want me to, but that's a whole other discussion, really. But the point is, when you look at these things like abortion, it's popular. People like abortion. Hate it, but it's true. And you can thank the Jewish media for that. Abortion's popular. Sodomy's popular. Being gay is popular. Being a feminist is popular. Sex out of wedlock is popular. Contraceptives it's all popular. That's all. That's not to say it's good. That's not to say I like that. Popular means the people support it, which they do.
Yeah. Because everybody's not racist like you.
It sucks, and it is what it is, but that's why we need dictatorship. That's unironically why we need to get rid of all that. We need to take control of the media or take control of the government and force people to believe what we believe or force them to play by our rules and reshape the society. Because right now, you look across the board, and if you put on a referendum whether we want to live in a gay country or a non-gay country, a feminist country or a non-feminist country, abortion land, no abortions, you're going to be disappointed with the result. And I shouldn't have to tell you that because it's, you know, it's sort of obvious, but I have suffered this for years, and I don't think I've ever said it outright. But people have it in their head. There is the silent majority. That we are not a majority.
Yes, we get it. You are not the majority. You're just an idiot. Okay. So, one thing we got to understand is, in order for America to stay a democracy, and this is the one thing that makes America that much better than any other country, is because of our democracy. And it's not perfect. Oh, trust me. We got some work to do on it. Obviously, you know, free speech and the Constitution, I think, kind of needs to be updated, because if, you know, you wouldn't rock an iPhone, the first iPhone now. You definitely wouldn't, because it's not going to even be functional at this point. So I think the Constitutional is a living, breathing document that and not literally, obviously, but it needs to actually grow with America. It's stuck as a young boy. It needs to be an adult man at this point. You know what I'm saying? But idiots like this, man, I think he said it best. There's no silent majority. The American people just want to live in harmony with one another, prosper in their life, enjoy their life. You know, they know they're not going to be millionaires, but they just want to be comfortable. And that's all the American people want. That's all they want. Not every majority of Americans are not racist. Majority of Americans don't want a civil war. They don't want to be constantly attacking people and have their rights taken away. They just want to live a life. And idiots like this obviously doesn't want that for you.